is a special presentation of HBO Sports, celebrating 20 years of World Championship Boxing.
Perfection, an unimpeachable level of excellence and effectiveness. A fitting goal for this evening's fighters, Kevin Kelley and Michael Moorer.
Hey, Kevin, I'm the top heavyweight contender around. I've never lost.
Hey, Michael, I hate to bust your bubble, but neither have I.
I'm 33-0, 30 by knockout.
Not bad, but check this out. I'm 36-0 with 26 knockouts, and I'm a featherweight.
Man, that's a pretty good record for a little guy.
I say we both know how to get the job done. Let's show them.
Let's get it on.
The featherweights are the most exciting division in boxing. We got power, speed, and we know how to get the job done.
Tonight, Kevin Kelley, the #1 ranked featherweight in the world, looks to capture his first championship. And then, Michael Moorer, hard-hitting heavyweight, moves one step closer to a title shot. And Moorer scored twice with the uppercut, and Stewart is down again.
Boy, that's a knockout.
Heavyweight Michael Moorer and featherweight Kevin Kelley, both on personal world championship missions. Live on a crystal clear night in Washoe County, Nevada, HBO Sports presents a boxing doubleheader. First, WBC featherweight champion Gregorio Vargas defends his title against the hard-hitting and undefeated Kevin Kelley. And then undefeated heavyweight contender Michael Moorer continues his march toward a title shot as he takes on Mike Evans in a bout scheduled for 10 rounds. They call it the biggest little city in the world. And tonight in the Reno Sparks Convention Center, two diametrically opposite fighters get ready to strut their stuff. One, a 125-pound featherweight, the other a 216-pound heavyweight. Moorer and Kelley both promise electricity amid the Reno neon, both of them bent on becoming world champions. And hello again, everybody. I'm Jim Lafley. We welcome you to an evening on HBO's World Championship Boxing, on which you'll see two significant fights and not a lot of nonsense to go with it. In the first, a featherweight championship battle, American Kevin Kelley, in his 37th fight, tries to earn his first world championship. He has labored long and hard to get the shot. And in the second, Michael Moorer tries to take another step toward a heavyweight title shot, which may be down the road for him. With me, as always, former heavyweight champion and HBO boxing analyst George Foreman. George, in the last year, we've seen three heavyweights, Alex Garcia, Ray Mercer, and Tommy Morrison, all one fight away from seven-figure paydays and title shots. All of them got stopped short of that plateau. Could Moorer join them on the sidelines?
Well, the days of promoters protecting boxers are gone. They've got too many contracts and options, and there's no need to protect one over another today. Michael Moorer getting whipped by this gentleman today would not be an upset at all. Can this big guy get upset and go out there and take charge? Mike Evans has everything to do it. It shouldn't be a surprise to anyone if he whips Michael Moorer.
Moore's a knockout puncher. Evans is a tough guy to knock out. It could be an interesting equation for him. But before we see the heavyweight fight, the featherweight championship fight, with me, of course, is HBO analyst Larry Merchant. And Larry, it's been years since we have visited the featherweight division. Why does this fight bring us back?
Kevin Kelley, in two words, an American hotshot, undefeated challenger for the featherweight championship. When's the last time that happened? Let's face it, we're in a heavyweight country, and when the heavyweights are rumbling, as they have been lately and will again later tonight, they blot out all but the most elite, smaller fighters. Kevin Kelley may become an elite, smaller fighter, but here's the proof of what I've just said. Although he is extremely popular in his hometown, New York City, not a single New York writer has come to cover this fight. The Mexico City media is here to cover its hometown boy, Gregorio Vargas, the champion. And I'm glad we're here, Jim, because these two kids can really fight, and at the very least, it should be a good one.
Yeah, and in meeting Kevin Kelley, we got a chance to spend time with one of the most fascinating conversationalists in the sport. You like a fighter with personality who can sell his case via the spoken word? Here is your guy, Kevin Kelley, who was on a non-stop talking mission in our meeting yesterday, giving us, as Larry told him at the end of 30 minutes, an hour and a half's worth of material in a 30-minute face-to-face session. Groomed at Madison Square Garden, he had the honor of fighting in the last main event at the Garden this past July before that storied arena gave up its commitment to the sport of boxing. He has also been showcased in Europe. But now, after 36 fights and 26 knockouts, he finally gets his title shot.
Because Kelley is a southpaw like Pernell Whitaker, some people have compared this fight to the Whitaker-Chavez fight, the champion being a Mexican. But Kevin Kelley is not as slick as Pernell Whitaker. Nobody is. But he will go head-to-head, toe-to-toe, and his opponent is more of a boxer, puncher, than a pure aggressor.
And let's take a look at the record for Kevin Kelley. Of the 36 wins, the most significant took place February 18 of 1992, when he beat Troy Dorsey in 12 furious rounds to retain a WBC Continental America's featherweight title and really take the biggest step yet toward this ultimate plateau in his career, the title shot. And if Kelley is to be surprised tonight, maybe he should have done more research, because this guy, Gregorio Vargas, is at least as good on paper. Getting ready to make the first defense of the WBC Featherweight Championship he won in Ireland. It's his first fight in the United States of America, only the second time in his career that he has fought outside of Mexico. But make no mistake, this guy is not the stereotypical blood and guts Mexican fighter, Larry.
No, he's a true boxer puncher, and there's an interesting story behind it. His father was a fighter. His father fought an American, in fact, fought an American who later became featherweight champion, Indian Red Lopez. And he didn't want his son to be the kind of brawler that he was. He wanted him to be more of a boxer, and he's got him.
Gregorio Vargas, second eldest of 7 children. It was a heartwarming session that we spent with him yesterday as his father stood shoulder to shoulder with him throughout our 30-minute conversation. The love between them was manifest in that room, and he is inspired to perform well to honor the memory of his father's career in the sport. And there's a look at the record, the last blemish among those 3 losses and 1 draw, the draw more than 3 years ago. Since then, 10 consecutive victories, the last 4 of them by knockout. And now, as Vargas and Kelley tried to stay warm in the ring, we get ready to look at the tail of the tape, in which you will see that Kelley weighed in at 125. Vargas had to sweat a little bit to make it down to 126. There's a 3-year age difference. Kelley is the older of the 2. A 1-inch reach difference, the biggest physical difference between the 2 fighters. As Larry has mentioned earlier, Kevin Kelley is a southpaw. Punch stat numbers, Larry.
Here are the numbers. Both of these fighters produced these numbers against very aggressive fighters, so they may not obtain for this fight, but you can see what they do. More importantly here, Kelley will throw more jabs, but Vargas, I believe, throws a harder jab.
Rules of the bout from our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Lediner.
Gregorio Vargas and Kevin Kelley will box tonight using the rules of the World Boxing Council. 12 rounds. There is no standing 8 count. No 3 knockdown rule. You can be saved by the bell in the last round only. Only the referee can stop the fight. And in case a cut is caused by an accidental headbutt, and that cut causes the fight to be stopped, we'll go to the scorecards after 3 rounds have been completed. Before that, it's a technical draw. Jim.
All right, Harold, let's go up to the ring announcer, Michael Buffer, for our pre-fight introductions.
Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Reno, Nevada, where tonight main events in association with the Reno Sparks Convention and Visitors Authority, along with the undefeated king of beers, Budweiser, proud to be your bud, present an evening of professional boxing for your entertainment. All these bouts are sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Chairman Dr. Elias Ghanem, Commissioners Nat Carasali, Bruce Lane, Luther Mack, and Dr. James Nave, Executive Director Mark Ratner, Supervisor for the World Boxing Council at ringside, Bobby Lee, Physicians in attendance, Dr. James McLennan, Dr. Craig Goodmanson, Dr. Joseph Heflin, and Dr. John Wickman. The timekeepers are John Rogers and Jim Carpenter. The scoring for this bout will be done on a 10-point must system, and the 3 judges assigned at ringside are David Chung, Omar Mintoon, and Doug Tucker. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action working for the 92nd time in a world title bout, referee Richard Steele. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get things started tonight. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Featherweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the teal trunks with gold trim, weighing in at 125 pounds. His professional record, 36-0, 26 KOs. He's from Flushing, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the #1 ranked challenger in the world, the Flushing Flash, Kevin Kelley. Across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the trunks with black trim, weighing in at an even 126 pounds. 29 victories, 20 by KO against only 3 defeats with 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the WBC Featherweight Champion of the World, Conchilapa, Mexico, Gregorio Vargas.
Hi, Kelley. Vargas. Okay, I spoke to both fighters in the dressing room. I'm cautioning again, obey my commands at all times. Shake hands, good luck.
Jim, we have an American, a Mexican, and a Korean judge in this fight. In the culture of Mexican and Korean boxing, aggression, even when it isn't effective aggression, is very highly valued. So it's conceivable that we have a situation much like the Whitaker-Chavez fight, in which the fighter who is more of the boxer, which is Kelley, might have to win more rounds to win the fight than just 6 or 7.
So it will be fascinating in the early rounds to see which fighter is intent on being the aggressor. In the fights which we watched on videotape, both fighters were comfortable backing up or moving to the side, particularly Vargas, George, who likes to glide circularly around the ring.
That's exactly correct. So Kelley could have early problems. He does not like reaching out trying to find that opponent. Afraid of being dropped. So you can see a lot of faking tonight.
Both fighters.
A lot of feints.
Yep. Both fighters keeping their distance in the first 30 seconds. Vargas takes a measured approach. As you pointed out this morning, George, he likes to fight somewhat like a heavyweight, setting up power shots.
That's right. But in this kind of fight, you got to remember, it takes 2 to tango to make the proper matchup. But if 2 fighters are accustomed to being chased and circled, it's hard to get one to chase the other.
Good right hand, led with the right by Vargas. He claims he has fought against 6 southpaws in Mexico, knocked out 4 of them, and decision 2.
And Kelley will be trying the old, I hit you and get out of the way. And if you're going to hit me, you got to come and get me.
Kelley landed a right, took a right hand in return from Vargas. And a hard left hand by Kevin Kelley, countering as Vargas came in.
Fighters, in these cases, the fight always goes to the quicker of the 2. Not to the power.
A relatively cautious first round. Less leather than we might have expected between these two.
Vargas is accustomed to throwing 1 and 2 punches at a time, so he's going to have a whole night of reaching out, stumbling, and falling into this guy.
He stunned Kelley with that left hook. Kevin was temporarily off balance. Early on, you suspect that Kelley has had a surprising taste of Vargas's punching power.
The old instructions, stay alert, stay alert. Sometimes when a guy's not chasing you, you get comfortable and he tags you.
Exchange of punches in center ring, and Kelley's left hand punctuated that. Another good straight left inside by Kelley. Vargas a little easier to hit in round 1 than he might like to be.
He's depending on power too early in a fight. That's where you get behind on the point system. You got to get out there and land lighter punches in a lighter weight.
Final 10 seconds of round number 1. A feeling out process for both fighters.
In the matchup of quickness, we saw there that Kelley is just a hair quicker.
In Gregorio Vargas' corner, our Spanish interpreter is Hector Garcia.
Keep throwing that right hand. Just be careful. You go first. Don't let him work. You do it.
Drop your right shoulder, okay? Because I want you to.
Here's the left that Vargas landed in that fight. It was a leaping left, not a lot of power on it. Got Kelley off balance. There you can see the quickness of Kelley. The right followed by 2 lefts.
I don't want no tentativeness. Pull it out. Got me, champ? Okay.
Kelley's manager, Bill Borgia, with the last word to his fighter. They've been together since Kelley's amateur career. Actually, for 11 years. Kevin first met Borgia when he was 15 years old, and Borgia has been his guiding light in the ring ever since.
Seems that Kelley was listening to Vargas' trainer, Matt Corner. When they told him to get out there and take charge, Kelley came out and took charge.
Yeah, the instructions to Vargas were to get off first, but he hasn't done it yet.
Vargas is accustomed to landing power punches, and he's just not able to hit a target at this point. It could be kind of frustrating for him.
Should it take Vargas 2 or 3 rounds to adjust to Kelley's southpaw stance?
Well, Vargas really wants to move to his left and in a circular fashion. He's not able to do that, so he's off rhythm. It may take him all night to get a rhythm.
And it's hard to throw the left jab while moving to the right, isn't it?
And nothing is happening for Vargas. He needs to move to his left. So when things like this happen, sometimes you just got to dive in there and make a fight out of it.
Great left hand by Kelley. Vargas lunging back. And now Gregorio lands a jab and tries an uppercut inside.
For the first time, he's able to land a powerful left jab, which may make him at home a little now.
You saw the right uppercut there. We noticed in videotape, George, that he has a bad habit of reaching for that right uppercut.
Yeah, and when you're in with a quick opponent like this, they catch you reaching. They may not hurt you, but they can sure cut you.
Gregorio Vargas of Mexico City, the champion. Kevin Kelley of Flushing, New York, the challenger. Crowd getting excited about a Kelley left, which was more of a glancing blow.
Kelley is having a night of his life. He didn't expect to get a knockout, so if this could go on round after round for him, he'll be very comfortable. Vargas who's in trouble now. He needs to have a little staggering going on to help him.
So the early tempo of the fight operates to Kelley's advantage. He lands a solid left in close. Vargas stunned, trying to fight back with aggression. May leave himself too open. So far, it has been largely duck soup for Kevin Kelley, as Gregorio Vargas has trouble getting started in defense of his championships.
You know, I said before the fight that I thought Vargas threw the harder jab, but Kelley is throwing a very stiff, hard jab, and that's setting up his other punches.
Relax. What are we supposed to be focusing on right now? Cheer up for me. Cheer up for me. I'll give you whatever you want, but you give me what I want first, baby dog. Again.
I got it.
You cheer up for me. Okay, where's that inner strength come from? Where's that inner strength come from? Show me then. Pay close attention to me. I want you enjoying your work.
Here's the flurry by Kelley. You can see the quickness with that very straight left, followed by a left hook. And all of this is being set up by a very stiff jab that has to keep Vargas on his toes. You saw that stiff jab following it up. We have one American superstar in the lower weights, Michael Carbajal, a mini star you might call him. Kevin Kelley might be another.
There is an American world champion at the featherweight class, Tom Johnson. He is not as well known yet as Kelley, certainly not as well known as Carbajal or Oscar De La Hoya or some of the other leading American lights in the lower weight classes. But Kelley himself is a fan of Tom Johnson, says he's an excellent fighter who deserves his championship. Through the first 2 rounds, Kevin Kelley threw the jab 64 times to only 16 for Gregorio Vargas.
Vargas is starting to do what he's supposed to do now. Just throw punches. Never mind if they land. Just try to get out there and make things happen.
Shouldn't he try to go to the body, George, to get something going?
Yeah, at this point, he shouldn't try anything but everything.
Kitchen sink.
Yeah, just like a shotgun. Just shoot everything. And pretty soon you'll find that target that you weren't able to hit early on is there for you. The saddest thing for a champion, he trains hard and has the proper strength, sparring partners. Then he gets into the ring and realizes, I got to fight.
Vargas got the best of that exchange as he begins to establish himself now in round number 3. Kelley still landing the sharp jab.
If Vargas is going to turn this fight around, he's going to have to start fighting.
Kelley getting very aggressive, and there's a risk factor there for him, George.
And the good thing about this, Kelley is getting a little too overconfident, not realizing that he's in with a puncher. You can get too brave. The old Joe Louis, Billy Conn deal.
Well, Kelley regards himself as a puncher, too. See, he thinks it's Vargas who's going to be surprised by his power.
No, Vargas has tasted his power already. And let me tell you, he's just frustrated that he can't hit him back. It doesn't hurt as much.
Good sharp right hand inside by Vargas in that exchange. Kelley goes back to the jab. Vargas lands an uppercut. Kelley comes back with a right. Sharp right hand by Vargas. Good left by Kelley. Spirited round.
Now Vargas is getting the idea, I've got to fight to keep my title. I'm not going to win it by boxing.
And he's doing a lot better with this. I think he heard you on that kitchen sink tip.
When you're fighting a quick guy, you just can't wait for one punch.
You have to take care of your face. Don't lower that hand. Keep those hands up. Just keep them up. Breathe in. Do it again.
Vince, I'll give you a key. No, you're not showing him too much respect. You're fighting smart. Okay? Stop. 3 things again, right? I don't want you to load that left hand when you're coming out. You know how when you get him into that little maneuver, and then you're looking to catch him big? I don't want it big. I want it smooth. smooth, Kevin. Why they call you the Flash? Show me that. You got me? His eye is getting swollen. I want that pop. Hurt him on the inside without no respect. You got me? You got that?
I don't know what was whispered to Kelley at that moment. I thought he was whispering to him to get more inside.
He gave him proper advice this time. Don't try to put power into it. You're going to get caught. Just make it quick and smooth.
And maybe you got a little sense there of the extraordinary intimacy that exists between Kelley and Phil Borgia. They have a little routine where they put their foreheads together and recite, I am you and you are me, we are one together. Right hand by Kelley lands. Good sharp jab. Left hand over the top.
Vargas is intended to throw that uppercut no matter what.
First time in the fight that Vargas has effectively gotten Kelley against the ropes. When he gets tired, Kelley has a habit of going back against the ropes and giving his opponent opportunities. It happened a lot against Troy Dorsey. Here he has stayed in the middle of the ring, and much to his advantage.
And to Vargas' disadvantage, he should never have allowed this fight to stay on the outside like that. Get him up against the corner.
Now Kelley backs Vargas up and does some damage with body shots. Now Vargas turns him around. Let's see what he can do here. Kelley gets away. Kevin Kelley. Using his footwork to great advantage.
A lot of the things that Kelley is doing is strictly by quick reflexes. He doesn't even know what he's going to do next himself. These fighters are hard to defend yourself against.
Another good right hand inside by Kelley. Vargas doing a lot of chasing now.
Which is what should have happened in the first round. Chase this guy, get right on him, and make him fight.
The only long inactive period of Kevin Kelley's career was brought about in 1990 when he broke his left hand in a fight in Europe. Now sometimes broken hands recur.
Yes, my baby. Let me get a spit. Let me get a spit. Come on, we only got a little time.
You all right?
Now listen to me. Listen to me. I want bears on his lips, too. Spit, I'll give you a key.
Take it easy.
All right, Al, I'm sorry, baby.
We'll do it. Hey, bring the water first.
Look at me.
Harold Letterman, how have you scored the fight so far?
Larry, 3 rounds to 1, 39-37, Kevin Kelley. Larry, I think he's beautiful to this point. He's boxing beautifully. Beautiful ring generalship, nice movement, good right hand. He's popping him with the left. I'll tell you, Kevin Kelley is in control of this fight. He's keeping Vargas off balance, winning on clean punching, ring generalship, and gorgeous defense. Kevin Kelley so far.
I agree with you, Harold. We disagreed on the last fight, but on this one, we're right in lockstep. Kevin Kelley is the personification of the New York Minute. Quick and intense.
Well, if a power puncher is supposed to jab his way in to set up power shots, that's one thing Vargas isn't doing. Only 27 jabs in the first 4 rounds. Kelley, on the other hand, has thrown 100 more of them, 125. That, I think, is one of the big differences in the fight.
I I think you have to credit Kevin Kelley for that, because he's so quick he makes him pay every time he sticks that left hand out. He's reluctant to throw it.
Kelley has a tendency to move out of the way and still hit you.
Kind of like Pernell Whitaker. And that's one similarity.
Pernell Whitaker seems to look at what he's doing. Kelley, it just happened.
Kelley with a solid left. Vargas spits in the ring.
Now Kelley is moving left and right and coming back in position. That means a lot of confidence.
Trying to load up a left-hand power shot, though, George, and that's not a good idea.
No, Vargas is a puncher. There's no doubt about it. If he gets one stagger, he could finish this guy out.
Of course, Kevin's never been knocked out. He's 36-0. Vargas going to the body, and Richard Steele says too low. Get it up.
Sometimes that happens when you're fighting southpaw. The hands get out of control. You aim one place and they go another. Should be a lot of that in this fight.
Don't hit, don't hit.
Round 5 coming to a close. Gregorio Vargas looking just a little frustrated in there. Reaching, lunging, hitting below the belt. Can't seem to find any rhythm. It's all Kevin Kelley right now.
The one thing he was not able to do early was land body punches. Kelley is starting to go to the body now. That's insurance for the later rounds that he doesn't get knocked out.
Still to come, the heavyweight battle, 10 rounds between Michael Moorer, #1 ranked heavyweight contender in the world, and Mike Evans, a veteran out of Chicago who has not been knocked out in 10 years.
Serious with that jab. Okay? He's the slowest guy in the world. When he pops out that jab, his lazy jab, what do we throw over there? When he throws that right hand, I haven't seen that one move that we work on. What did you hurt Paul with? I want to see that. And stop admiring your work. 3 things. Take a key. Do you understand me? Look at me. Don't get jealous on me now.
Here's Kelley with that quick-handedness. And you heard his trainer tell him, when you get this done, don't stand back and admire it. Do more.
Vargas again spits in the ring at the rules meeting. Kelley's camp complained vehemently about Vargas's habit of spitting in the ring and said, if we slip on it, we don't want to be penalized for it.
This place is going to look like nearby Lake Tahoe before this fight is over.
The thing about Vargas, he gets hit effective shots when he moves straight back. Every time he hits and go in the straight line, Kelley has a tendency to land 2 shots, and he doesn't follow up because he knows that there are shots that are off balance. Not intended shots.
Flush with the left hand. Vargas coming back with a right hand lead and taking a left in return. Excellent counterpunch by Kelley. Now the uppercut barrage from Vargas.
Keep him up.
Trying to lure Kelley into a brawl. It's going to take a lot of energy for him to accomplish that.
The thing about Kelley, he hasn't landed enough body punches to take the steam out of Vargas' punches in the latter round. So the fight, if it continues to toe-to-toe, can go to Vargas easy by way of a knockout.
Solid left hand by Vargas. This has been his best round so far.
Punching it out! Punching it out!
Good left inside by Kelley.
Don't hold him right. Get up. Get up.
Kelley has been exceptionally adept at taking away what Vargas wants to do via counterpunching.
Whatever he hits him with, he hits him back no matter what. If it hurts or not, Kelley has been real good at that.
There's another example. Vargas goes with the left of the body, and Kelley comes over the top with the right.
That's when you throw 5 or 6 shots at a time. Take the power off of them.
Punching it out.
And be smooth, as Forza told him to do. Good right hand by Gregorio Vargas. He was taking an uppercut in return, but he landed flush.
Kelley better understand that he's in with a champion of the world. They don't give up titles just by handing them to you. They fight for them.
Well, he's learning it now in round 6 as Gregorio Vargas tries to mount the beginnings of a comeback in defense of his World Featherweight Championship.
Great stuff.
With that sponge. You have to start punching a little faster. Breathe in. Real hard. Breathe in hard.
You walk, and then you're forgetting to move your head. When you're done, what makes you slick? Why they call you the Flash? So you can stand right there? No.
You see Vargas on the aggression there. Kelley countering, but he didn't do enough of that in that round.
Vargas landed a higher percentage of his punches in round 6, according to our punch stat numbers, and definitely stepped up the pace and intensity of his effort. See if it carries over now into round 7.
Fighters are told in the amateurs, when you're fighting a southpaw, don't think about what you're going to do, just do it.
Vargas eating 2 smooth right hands from Kelley in that exchange. More counter-punching lightning from Kevin Kelley as he tries to make Gregorio Vargas pay for the new level of aggression.
Whenever Vargas steps forward, 2 or 3 punches and stay forward, nothing happens to him. Only when he makes this step backward, he gets caught. Boy, is that good body punch and left hooks to the body by Vargas.
Yeah, he's turning this around with sheer physical intensity, George.
It's like he's punching a heavy bag.
He knows he needs to turn it into a war, and he's willing to take punishment to do it. And now it starts to go very much Vargas's way as he backs Kelley up against the ropes and pounds it.
Nothing happens to Vargas when he goes forward.
Watch your head!
Now the uppercut is starting to get in, which he was having a difficult time getting in. He gets close and the uppercut happens.
And if there was any remaining doubt about Gregorio Vargas's edge in punching power, that exchange may have elated.
It's happening with the left hook to the body. Those punches hurt.
Kevin Kelley slowing down dramatically now as Gregorio Vargas begins to make it into a war.
This is why you've got to land a certain amount of body punches even when you win in a fight. The other guy still has his power, though he's losing.
Kelley backs up against the ropes of his own volition.
He's acting like he has something in his body that's hurt bad. Kelley has.
Right uppercut landed for Vargas. Kelley's shots not quite as sharp now.
Vargas is taking a breather. He shouldn't be allowed by Kelley to take that breather.
Another left hook to the body punctuates the round for Gregorio Vargas, the champion.
I don't want to see that. Nose.
All right, let the face, the eyes.
I don't want to see the macho shit. God
Look
damn
at
it.
his face. Hold it there.
Look at me. No. Spit it out. Spit it out.
Get rid of it.
You got his eye really messed up over there. You hear me? Look at me. You got his eye messed up. Look at me. Why you getting macho on me? Why you fighting this fight? Sure. We don't look for a knockout. We work for a knockout. You got me?
Let's light up quicker.
All right? Why you going on them ropes? Sure. You're up 5 rounds to 2 right now. You're up 5 rounds to 2 here.
Win this round.
You're up 5 rounds to 2. 8 rounds, sir. Spit it out. You're up 5 rounds to 2. And why do I give him that round?
Here's Vargas. And one thing you'll notice in this fight now, he's holding his hands in front of his chin and attacking Kelley and then letting go now.
And more importantly, nothing has happened good for him in the middle of the ring.
Round 7 was a spectacular round for Gregorio Vargas. You heard the challenge from Phil Borgia, stay away from the macho stuff. Awfully hard to do if you're a fighter at heart.
Not only that, he's been hit with some vicious left hooks to the body. You just can't get away anymore. You just got to hit and stay there. It hurts to move.
And Gregorio Vargas' right eye is closing at the corner. So Kelley goes back on the attack.
What has happened is Vargas really expelled a lot of energy that time, and he's just trying to suck up some energy, so Kelley better not get too overconfident.
Yeah, he began taking the rest toward the end of round 7, and it continues for now.
Vargas is only breathing and resting right now, coasting.
It's going to take some spectacular corner work from Gregorio Vargas' people to keep that right eye open if this fight goes the distance.
Now Kelley is starting to go to the body, which could be the best thing while Vargas is trying to rest. Hit him in his body, forget about his head.
Suddenly the fight turns around again. Kelley reestablishing a boxing match. Vargas again in the middle of the ring where he hasn't done much good.
No one could say it better.
Vargas has a bloody nose now as well, Jim.
Kelley should not get overconfident because of this blood, because boxing is a bloody sport.
Well, he's got a little of his own, as we saw in the corner between rounds. So both fighters have had the trickle from the nose. Kelley's left eye was worth looking at for cutman Al Gavin. Vargas' right eye is closing fast. Good left hand over the top for Kelley. In the middle of the ring, he is supreme.
Even when Vargas steps up and just goes forward without punches, he's in charge. Only when he backs up, trouble happens.
Dramatic turnaround. Round 7 was all Vargas. Round 8 has seen Kelley reestablish his dominance.
And this fight is turning out every bit as good as we had hoped and anticipated.
No te vayas a sonar.
How you feel, Vargas? You okay?
Bien, bien. He's okay, he's okay.
¿Qué round es?
Come on, Goya, you have to go. You have to go a little harder.
Okay. Tres rounds falta.
Only 3 rounds left.
George, is one ice cube going to do any good with that eye?
Well, that's what I said earlier. Boxing is about swollen eyes. There's only small things you can do once you start getting hit over and over with these punches.
Only a prize fighter can look like that and say he's okay.
Here's how much the eye helped to affect the fight. In round 7, Vargas threw 99 punches. In round 8, he threw 24. A difference of 75 punches from round to round in Vargas's output.
Harold Letterman, give us your scorecard quickly.
Larry, 77, 75, 5 rounds to 3. Kevin Kelley, a tremendous 8th round to Kelley. He's taking control of the fight.
4 rounds to go. Obviously, if Harold's scorecard is on the mark, this fight can still go either way. Good left hand by Kelley.
Good spit by Vargas.
Yep, he's a master at that.
No holy.
Kelley is starting to plant himself with his punches now.
Starting to do what?
Plant his body.
Uh-huh.
Grips the floor with his right foot and throws as hard as he can with his right. He was not able to do that in the first few rounds.
Well, it means he's confident that he's not going to take anything in return, right?
He's trying to land a couple of hard shots now. You do it like a shot putter. Grab the floor and throw it with all your might.
Pretty shortly from now, Vargas won't be able to see out of that right eye, if he can see anything out of it now. And that's going to make it easier for Kelley to land the jab and everything that comes behind it. Down goes Kevin Kelley on a short right hand by Gregorio Vargas. Might have gotten a little overconfident.
This could cost a challenger his chance to take the title. He's actually holding, so there must have been some damage done.
Well, this should bring Vargas's energy level back. He had been coasting for a round and a half. Now here he comes. He presses Kelley up against the ropes. And whenever they're backed up against the ropes, it's all Vargas.
Stop it.
He has to plan on that left hook. He just can't throw his right hand and look for it. Just 1, 2, 3, he'll get him another knockdown.
And we're 3/4 of the way home to the WBC World Featherweight Championship.
Well, he told his corner he was okay, and I guess he didn't know that he was okay.
Let's go, let's go.
We're going to take a look at this knockdown. Vargas's hero was the great late Salvatore Sanchez, a featherweight champion in the early 80s who died tragically in an automobile crash. He was a boxer puncher, and he would be proud of what Vargas did right here.
Quit down. Kelley, you heard me?
Round 10. Kevin Kelley's never been beyond 10 rounds. Neither has Gregorio Vargas, who won this championship in his last outing on a 7th round TKO Paul Hodkinson.
In the earlier round, when Kelley would land his good shot, when this guy was back, when Vargas was going backwards, he never tried to follow it up. This time he did, and he got caught.
Let me correct myself quickly. Both fighters have been beyond 10 rounds, though not in world championship fights. They've been beyond 10 in regional and national championship fights.
A double left hook landed by Vargas hurt Kelley this time.
Keep punching to get out.
Now it's Kelley who pounds Vargas against the ropes momentarily. Kelley would love to get a knockdown to even that score. As George pointed out, when the champion knocks down the challenger, it weighs very heavily on the scorecard. Left hand winging over the top by Kelley.
Vargas in the middle of the ring will not throw 3 shots.
Solid left hand. Solid left hand by Vargas. Maybe the biggest punch of the bout. Now here comes Kelley.
It was a 3-punch combination. He can never go wrong. 3 punches.
Now Vargas is spitting blood.
Now Kelley should move to the side that his eye is closed and stay on that side.
That's where he went there. Let's see if he comes around again. He should keep giving Vargas that angle.
Now Kelley has a nosebleed.
Round 10 coming to a close. Both fighters have had their moments in this round. Vargas had the one huge left hook over the top at the end of the 3-punch combination, as George pointed out.
It has to be 3 for Vargas. And for Kelley, it must be 1 at a time now.
A pitched battle into the championship round.
Put water on his head. Good luck.
Not because he was strong, because he was off balance and he got careless. Look at me. The key is that jab in his face and keep that left hand up. All right? When you're hearing that turnover move, he can't see out of that eye. All right? And what comes off?
Still to come, the heavyweight battle between that man, Michael Moorer, #1 ranked heavyweight contender in the world. And yes, he's a southpaw. They are rare in the heavyweight division. There you see 2 of the 3 governing bodies rank him #1. And the third, the WBC, ranks him #3, behind Oliver McCall, the WBC's #1. And if that doesn't raise eyebrows in the sport, I don't know what would.
I'm a little surprised here how little that Vargas's corner has done for his eye. They are not taking care of business as far as I can see, and that is again shown by the fact here that they didn't have his mouthpiece ready.
And they don't seem to have an in-swell in that corner. The last corner we saw without one of those vital pieces of equipment was Mike Tyson in Tokyo, February 10, 1990 against Buster Douglas.
Kelley's corner has told him to keep your jab up and move. You can't take a title that way. You can never trust how the judges are going to score these fights by trying to protect the lead. Vargas takes 3 moves to the right, and then he comes back with a left hook.
11th of a scheduled 12. Right hand solid for Kelley, and the left that follows. Vargas trying to come back. Easy prey for Kevin as long as they're in the middle of the ring. And a closed eye can affect, among other things, George, your willingness to throw combinations, to throw punches in bunches, because you're never sure what's coming back. That's true. Good left hand inside by Kelley. Reasserting himself for the moment.
Kelley is starting to change position, switching, and that throws you off.
Ebb and flow, shifting tides of fortune. One moment Vargas presses forward, another moment Kelley makes him pay. Reaching lefts by Kelley. Vargas coming back to the body. Trying to set something up top. But Kelley gets away.
I think Vargas has found that Kelley's a little stronger in the latter rounds than he had prepared for.
I think they're both going to leave the ring with a ton of respect for one another.
The last round, Goyo. This is the last one. Throw everything you got. This is the last round. You have to go for it. This is the last round. You have to go for it.
Let me get some research, Kevin.
I want you to look at me, Kelley.
Kevin, don't be dumb now. Together. Listen.
Do not be careless in this last round. This fight is ours. I don't want you to just dance. That ain't what gotta see you, brother. You're gonna be smart. All right? When the opportunity is there, you strike. When you feel him, you gotta read him. When you see him, he's in. Remember, he's desperate right now. The boy is desperate. Only thing he's got is a knockout.
Who loves you?
Who loves you? Give me a kiss. One time, baby. One time. Let's go.
Harold Letterman, how do you have it going into the last round?
Larry, 7 rounds to 4, 105, 103, Kevin Kelley. If Kevin can hang on in a 12th round, he's the new champion. Kevin showing us beautiful head movement, good hand speed, out-punching Vargas, and winning the title.
I have the same card as you do, Harold, but let's recall that Vargas did have a knockdown and that 2 of these judges love any kind of aggression. Certainly, Vargas hasn't left them any aggression not to love.
And they are WBC judges imported from Korea and Mexico. Total punch output through 11 rounds, according to our punch stat numbers. Kelley has thrown far more blows. Vargas has landed more and has landed at a higher rate. The last time we saw that equation, the guy who landed at a higher percentage, Evander Holyfield, won the fight.
Vargas landed some important shots, but his eyes will not allow him to finish up now.
Vargas bringing everything he's got.
Don't hold him, don't hold him.
Vargas gets a chance for a straight right hand, and he waits and throws over top.
There are at this moment 7 American title holders in the weight classes below welterweight. Kevin Kelley tries to become the 8th.
He's put on a great show tonight. He's done everything that you're supposed to do when you're a champion, though.
And the other guy who holds the title is no slouch either.
The thing is, when you're a challenger, you can't fight like that.
The whole house on its feet now, applauding the effort of both fighters in the last 30 seconds of what has been a tremendous 12-round battle.
The hardest punch in the round.
That celebration could be premature.
But the celebration outside the ring by a crowd enthralled with the effort of both fighters was entirely appropriate. Harold, how'd you score it?
Larry, 7 rounds to 5, 114, 113, Kevin Kelley. I think Kevin Kelley is the new WBC featherweight champion of the world in an absolutely sensational fight. I don't think Gregorio Vargas can win this fight if he owns a condo in Culiacan. I absolutely believe that Kevin Kelley was the slicker boxer, landed more punches, moved shoulders, great generalship, stayed in control of the fight, and even though Vargas made it close in the last round, I think Kevin still deserves the victory.
Those are very strong words, Harold, for a 1-point margin on your scorecard.
Even still.
And you did give the 12th round to Vargas, which, if the other judges see it slightly differently, could be pivotal.
Even still, Jim, it was a 10-8 round for the knockdown. You had to call it a 10-8 because of the fact that Kelley went down on the end of the punch. But I want to tell you something. I honestly believe he had a wet spot. But Vargas chased him around throughout most of the fight. Vargas did come into the fight with 2 guns, but he couldn't pull a trigger.
And Vargas had a big edge in power shots because he couldn't get the jab going, so he went to the kitchen sink, as George suggested he would. I think it's an awfully close fight. Let's go up to our ring announcer, Michael Buffer, for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards, how about a round of applause for these 2 featherweights that put on a great show here in Reno, Nevada tonight. Let's hear it for Kevin Kelley and Gregorio Vargas.
Mucho respect.
We go to the scorecards. Doug Tucker scores the bout 115 to 112. Omar Mintoon scores it 116 to 111. And David Chung scores it 115 to 112 for the winner by unanimous decision and new featherweight champion of the world from Flushing, New York, the Flushing Flash, Kevin Kelley.
Well, who would have thunk it? All 3 WBC judges saw it a little bit more one-sidedly than did Harold. Let's take a look at final punch stat numbers in the bout. And they'll show the contrast between Kelley's jabs and Vargas's power punches. Overall, you can see that Kelley threw more punches. Vargas landed more. Vargas landed at the higher rate. And indeed, he landed a higher percentage while throwing more power punches. So that's an unusual equation for which Kelley to win the fight. I'll spit it out. You can see there, total power punches. That's almost all Vargas threw. And he landed nearly 50% of them. And still, Kevin won the fight, which goes to show you how much the judges liked his strategy and tactics in the ring, George.
And, too, they looked at that eye all swollen up, so it doesn't help matters.
Let's go to Larry Merchant in the ring.
All right, Kevin, congratulations. When you were knocked down, did you think that would blow the fight for you because he was the champion?
No, I was so far ahead on the scorecards, and I fell off balance, kind of. It was like a flash knockdown, but I was like turned the wrong way when he hit me. You can see I wasn't hurt when I went down. It wasn't a shot that hurt me. It was basically that I was off balance, and I had to recoup and recover, and my heart kicked in. What helped me a lot was that he is very strong. He is very strong, and it's one of the hardest punches I've been in the ring with. But you can see that I took his best shots, and he took some of mine, but he was hurt a few times too. I just was very cautious today, you know, the magnitude, the excitement, my first world title fight, all this had so built, you know, I was just hoping to get this fight through it. Every round I was going to my trainer, what round is it? What round is it? All I want to do is get this thing over with.
Was he a better fighter than you anticipated, and why were you able to win the fight in your judgment?
Because basically I stuck the game plan. Phil told me keep the jab on him. That was the key weapon, the jab and my speed. He couldn't overcome the speed that I was hitting him with. I was hitting him very quick, fast combinations.
His eye was closing from the middle of the fight on.
That gave me a break.
Did you feel that affected him after that?
Yes, because he never been bruised like that, as far as I know. And I started closing his eye, and my shots were hurting him. I had his nose busted. I had him cut under the other eye, and he wasn't doing the damage that I was doing to him. He was trying to hit me to the body, but being I'm a southpaw, I'm able to get away from his body shots. A few of them caught me in there, but I proved I was tough. I was not trying to prove I was a tough man. My trainer, Phil Borgia, I want to give it to Phil Borgia.
Well, sometimes when you're fighting a good champion, you have to prove you're tough as well as slick, and you did tonight, Kevin Kelley. Congratulations again.
Champion.
Back to ringside.
All right, thanks very much, Larry. Well, George, we heard him talk. We saw him fight. He's a star, right?
No doubt about it. I'm so happy for New York to get a world champion. They need one more.
And he upholds the tradition of glory of boxing at Madison Square Garden over all those years. So it's nice to have his identity at the World Championship level.
He was developed at Madison Square Garden, so that's awfully important as far as I'm concerned.
We'll see him again. Kevin Kelley, brand new featherweight champion of the world. So that completes the first half of our doubleheader. Now we get ready to look at yet another heavyweight in search of a title shot.
Introducing